Hello, everyone. Welcome to Spark and Chaos,
Hello.
a journey of thought with Kyle and Leah. I'm
Hello.
Kyle Phillips. With me, as always, is
Leah Clark!
we had just watched Season 2, Ep 9, Bakugo versus Uraraka. And it was a good one.
It was good. I was looking forward to it.
I can see why Lucy considers that her favorite fight or one of her favorite moments. There's some convention question that we get asked regularly, and that is her answer.
About the favorite fight.
I think it's favorite fight. It's either favorite fight or favorite moment or favorite thing she's recorded in the show or whatever.
I could see favorite moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, fight was interesting.
We got some good
I was looking forward to it, yeah.
backstory on Ochaco, like her motivations. We got to see her rise to the occasion and try her hardest. And
We know why.
yeah, we do. We know why. Because her parents are broke as shit.
That's so sad. That's so sad. That's the worst thing ever.
But yes, that's what happens in the Bakugo and Ochaco face off for a huge fight. Seems like Bakugo has the edge the whole time, but Ochaco has a big trick up her sleeve. After their fight, the arena gets fixed, and we're ready for the first match of the second round, Deku versus Todoroki, which is how the next episode will kick off.
Yay!
On this ep, we start off with Show and Tell. We've got Patreon Q's and A's.
Yay.
Character fun facts and whatnots. We're doing Honda Zero this time.
Montesero.
Tape Man. And our episode-specific segment is in honor of Ochaco and her big move, Meteor Shower.
Hell yeah.
It'll be called Puzzle Meteor Shower Challenge.
I love that.
There you go.
Maybe we should meteor shower a few things and see what we can catch the most of.
There's a lot of just random crap in here.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Well, it has to be small enough to. You'll see. You'll
Okay.
see. You'll
Okay.
see. But all right. Let's start the show. Show and Tell, here we go.
That's so sparkly.
Look at this.
I love it. Is it a tabletop?
It can be.
That's cool.
But yeah, check this out. This is so cool. This is from Jimmy C. I don't want to say his last name. His handle is at ArtMonster3.
Ooh, cool.
This was from Animate Miami back in February, and he wrote a nice message on here. He said, "You inspire others. Remember that."
Aw, that's sweet.
But yeah, super cool. He just straight up made this for you listeners. What is he talking about? It's I don't know, like a 2x2 circle, white circle. It's got Denki's profile on it, but it's kind of sparkly.
Yeah.
And yeah, it can be a tabletop. He said it can be where was it?
Or like a Lazy Susan. You could turn it into that,
You could turn it into a Lazy Susan. But yeah, he said you can drill table legs in, or it has a thing you can hang it up on the wall. It's just a really cool, durable, nice Denki thing. So
yeah.
Very cool. Thank you, Jimmy. Go give him a follow. ArtMonster3. I assume Instagram.
That's very cool.
But yeah, there's no way. Well, I don't know. It's so big.
You don't want to leave it on there. Yeah, it would smash somebody.
Had I thought about it, I would have hung it up or something. But
that's really cool.
there you go. So my show and tell is going to be.
So he came up and brought that to you at a con?
He brought it to me at Animate Miami.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
I can't imagine him walking around with that.
Well, he had
all the time. One of those
cart.
wagons.
Yeah, a wagon.
Those things are so smart.
Yeah, he had a few of them for some people.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I want one. Hook it up.
You gotta go to Galaxy.
Oh, right. Well, that probably won't happen. But anyway, hey, Jimmy, listen. Maybe draw me a picture on Instagram.
Next time you're in South Florida, maybe Jimmy will pop out and get something for you.
I would love it, Jimmy.
The Jimster.
Jimmy.
What do you got? You got a couple things.
Yeah, I couldn't decide on what to do, but they're both cool. The first one I have is the Toga Hideout Funko Pop. And I brought it because it's giant, and I actually do really like this pop. And one of my favorite things to do when people want me to sign this, if they want to pull it out of the box, I sign and graffiti on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Next to her.
Right.
Next to her little table.
Yeah. Oh. So like back there. That's cool. Oh,
yeah.
What picture? So it looks like it's a picture that's torn down. What would you put there?
I just kind of go over it, but I should start maybe putting like a Deku stick figure or something in it.
Who directly connects to Toga?
I would think it's Dobby, maybe, or Twice. I don't know. That's a good question. I've never seen it put all together. But
ooh, you got to collect them.
Yeah, you got to collect all.
No, you got to.
Oh, I can't. What am I going to do with it?
I
don't have any room for it.
Put out the call. Put out the call. Everyone, let's get Leah the rest of these pieces so she can connect them.
Connect the pieces. La la la.
Putting your background on stream.
Oh yeah, it's true. I should.
That'd be cool.
I could have everybody graffiti on their own wall.
There you go.
It'd be so cute.
There you go.
And then the next thing I have is a little Toru plushie.
Not My Hero related.
Not at all. But sometimes, I get the comment a lot that they can't believe that I play both of these characters because they're so opposite.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't play Toru.
I don't play Toru, but I play Kobayashi.
The Cobes.
The Cobes, and somebody gave me a Toru, and I'm really excited about it because I love her. And there's a movie next month, so there's that.
Hell yeah.
We
do love Miss Kobayashi's Dragon
We
Maid.
do. Kyle directed it and cast me.
That's right.
It was awesome.
Long ago. 2017?
Oh, God.
Right?
Was it 2017? I guess it had to. Yes.
It was a while back.
It was a while back.
Because it was 5 years. You remember why there was a delay between seasons 1 and 2?
No, why?
Where the building where the production was it production IG, I think, maybe? The building caught on fire.
What?
It was like a whole thing.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
people died.
Right.
Yeah, so they had to delay production.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Whoever's making it now isn't the original person?
Well, I don't remember who died. But yeah, there's definitely a delay.
Yeah, I heard it was the director, I think.
I don't remember.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Cool. Well.
Cool. Anyway,
Toga Hideout.
Toga Hideout.
Go get one.
There you go. Guys, especially when the summer months are coming up. I don't know about you, but summer is crazy.
Sometimes.
So yeah, if you ever want to come out and bring us some gifts and stuff, we're very grateful and excited to receive any sort of gift, and so we like to show them off whenever we can. So just do us a favor. If you are listening or watching, comment down below. Be like, oh my gosh, that's mine. You got that from me, because I'm really good with faces.
Oh, yeah.
And I believe Leah is as well. And so we like to be reminded who it is, what con it was. That's fun to just be like, oh yeah, then we can kind of put it together.
And that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And then we'll remember, and we'll
remember forever.
We'll go to bed smiling.
That's right. Appreciate y'all. All right, let's kick off the show. All right, yeah, of course. So just like every episode, we got a bunch of recap to kick things off.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bakugo calls Ochaco Pink Cheeks.
Oh, which I think is hysterical.
Yeah,
and she's like, Pink Cheeks. And I think we both said it at the same time, me and Ochaco. We're just like, what?
As much as I dislike Bakugo, I do love the shtick that he can't even fathom trying to remember anyone's name or quirk. He's like, well, you're the gravity girl, right? Pink Cheeks.
You're that one that I see every day.
Yeah, like...
And that freaking nerd's friend.
Yeah, I think that's pretty funny. So that was a fun little moment, and she does have pink cheeks.
Yeah, she does.
So
I mean, it's not untrue.
It's not untrue.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as recap, or talking about the show, or the episode, they just fight.
Yeah.
And it's great. It's super cool. She immediately comes in. So Deku tried. He was like, "Hey, I've got a strategy for you."
Mm-hmm.
In the last app, and she was like, "No,
I have my own.
I've got one." And she had a good strategy. I mean, we'll kind of talk out of order, but essentially what it comes down to is, Bakugo is being wary of her. He knows he doesn't want her to get close because he knows, I assume, If she touches him, game over. Because then she
Yeah.
can just float him
She
away.
can float him up in the air.
And if he gets floated, he can't use any of his explosion stuff. Because boom, he flies out of the ring.
He could like explode himself into space.
Yeah. So he knows he needs to keep her away. And so her strategy is get as close as I can to him. But she's like her immediately, it's not like she's running. She's like down low, you know?
Yeah.
So at first you're like, what the hell is she doing?
What
Why
is
is she
she
running
doing?
like that? And we learn later, about halfway through almost, it's because she doesn't want him attacking. She wants him attacking down.
So that she can blow up the floor.
So that he can blow up the floor for her. And so she's creating all this rubble. And I guess where I'm a little lost is, I guess as he blows up the floor, is she like touching all the rubble and floating it up?
Yeah. She's
I don't
throwing
know.
it up there.
We never see her do that. I mean,
I know. I feel like that's a constant thing. Like when I have seen Uraraka do shit, like I feel like we're meant to just believe that she's touched it somehow.
It doesn't bother me too much.
Maybe
like,
she touched it when she was running. She's like, that's why she's
running?
running low. She's just like touching the floor.
Or like maybe in the smoke, she's like,
Oh yeah, because there was all kinds of smoke.
Yeah,
and she just like.
Just touching everything. But yeah, it's a sound strategy. She just ends up floating a whole bunch of rubble and rock.
Yeah.
And I mentioned in the pre-watch that's a move in both One's Justice 2 and Ultra Rumble.
Which is cool.
It is cool. Like I like the idea of it. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, let me just.
That's really
rain all this
smart.
stuff down.
Like she's like, I know I can't beat this dude with grenades.
Yeah.
However, if I make him blow up the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then she
It's
can
really
beat
smart.
him. It does bring into question though, like Bakugo's weakness. Like, so his gauntlets help him store sweat, so he can fire more concentrated blasts. So without it, I guess they're less concentrated. But and Deku even mentions like as he's running around, he's sweating more. So it's kind of like infinite supply. But two things. First of all, Bakugo isn't running around in this fight.
Yeah, no.
He's just standing there.
Brooding.
So he's not sweating.
Yeah, which is weird because you would think that he would go in there with the objective to just like jostle back and forth.
But yeah, no, I guess if he was running in place.
Yeah, why doesn't he do that? That doesn't make any sense. Like that's his quirk.
And though he's like a kid, so like he won't sweat as easily.
Oh, that's
like
true.
if I walk up a flight of stairs, I'm like sweating, but like he can probably run a mile and be bone dry.
Right.
Because he's a kid, you just have that energy. So I feel like he's not sweating as much as he should be to be firing off that much. And then also, I don't remember the other point I was going to make. Shit.
He's sweating. He's not sweating.
So if he were sweating that much, eventually he'd get dehydrated.
Yeah, he would, but he's not sweating, so he's fine.
But he's sweating enough to use all those moves.
I know. How much sweat does he even need? Because I feel like they showed a little bit of him, like a tiny drop of sweat, and he just blew up the floor. So I don't know.
I guess I just need more specifics on how Bakugo's quirk works.
Yeah.
Because, is it like a single drop of sweat creates this huge explosion? Or is
That's what it looked like.
He's like,
which I thought was unfair.
Let the sweat run down and a palmful creates the huge explosion. Like
I feel like it would have been more, I don't know, a little bit more flushed out if he had to like generate sweat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we would see him like running in place and like wearing sweats. I don't know.
This makes me... His hero costume is just sweats.
Yes! Or if he was going to battle that day. Like, wouldn't you do that if your power was sweat?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you do everything you possibly could to, like, sweat?
Yeah. He just
like,
sits in a
he's just
sauna
standing,
beforehand.
Yeah, or something. But that dude's just, like, chilling with the no sleeves. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
It is, I don't know, like, this fight was cool. I get why Lucy, like, likes it, obviously, besides Ochaco being, like, the main focus here. But I feel like it could have been cooler.
I feel like it could have been cooler. I feel like it could have... I was expecting it to be longer and a little bit more build-up to Ochaco figuring out that she could blow up the floor.
Yeah.
Maybe she tried to touch him and like, oh, no, I can't touch him. Like, oh, yeah, let's see, like, the thought brewing.
Yeah. Like,
I
it's like she thought of the plan beforehand, and that's fine. But, like, I would have liked to have seen...
Yeah, it would have been more exciting, I think,
Yeah.
if we got to actually see her think of it and come up with it and be like, boom, now what?
Or or force him to run around, and then she can like get the whole arena broken up.
Ooh, yeah.
But yeah, like I feel like it would have been a good opportunity to show Bakugo's weakness, where like if he's standing still and he's just like, oh, she's coming at me, and then he's like, he tries to do it one more time and he's like, oh, I'm out of sweat, and like has to like roll out of the way.
Yeah.
And then he just has to run around the arena. Like I feel like it could have been.
There could have been so much more.
Yeah, and so instead it's like he seemingly has infinite sweat, I guess.
Yeah.
Even though he's just standing there.
And she like planned the night before, and we're just like, okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. It was cool.
It was cool.
It was cool.
There was just more that could have happened, but I guess they were just like, oh, we got to speed this up and get to our other plot.
It makes me wonder, like, I'll have to read the manga. So I believe I'm now past where I am in the manga, reading it on stream. And so I'll have to, when I get to it, I wonder if it is a bit more elaborated on and built up a bit more. I wonder if the manga is a little different.
Yeah, I wonder. I
don't know.
Have like longer storylines or something.
Yeah. Because, like with the anime, it's like, okay, we have 25 eps for season 2.
Yeah.
So season 2 is these volumes, right? And so I don't know the process, but they're like, okay, so the Ochaco Bakugo fight could take a full ep. It's going to take half the ep, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how it works. I don't want to make anyone upset. I did enjoy this episode. I thought it was cool. I thought the fight was great.
Yeah.
But I feel like there was a missed opportunity. It could have been so much cooler.
I agree. They could have done more. But, it was fine.
Yeah. But in those, during the course of the fight, we also in the pre-watch were talking about it a lot. Maybe the weakness of Bakugo's quirk isn't that he would run out of sweat. It's that his blasts seem to do no damage.
I know, that was so weird. It was like smoke. He literally had like those 4th of July smoke bombs.
Yeah.
Just like...
They just have a big of concussion behind them.
Yeah, that's it. Because then, like, smoke clears and there's Ochaco, like, brooding. Like, she's, like, not even scratched. She might have a little dust on her face, but that's it.
Yeah. And I brought this up in the pre-watch. It's the Leonardo effect for you Ninja Turtles fans, where Leonardo has 2 katanas. But in the kids' cartoon, he can't be slicing up dudes. So they always pair him up against another like sword user, but then the fight ends with Leonardo giving him an elbow or something, right? He never just murders someone with his sword. Because Michelangelo has nunchucks, Donatello has a bow staff, and Raphael has sais, which are defensive.
Oh.
But Leonardo has just 2 murder machines.
Like straight up swords.
And so the Leonardo effect is like, oh, hey, let's have a guy who can explode stuff, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, well, all it would take is literally him to be like, I explode you and you are
and you're
dead.
Like, you're literally
maimed.
dead.
Your arm has blown off.
You're burned. You're like 3rd degree burns.
Yeah. But of course, none of that happens to anyone so far.
No, they just
so either Bakugo is pulling his punches somehow, but we see the fire being created.
Yeah. But then it clears and it's just smoke and like annoyance.
Yeah, so in Dark My Hero, Bakugo straight up murders Ochaco in this fight.
Yeah, or he just burns her so severely that she's just burned the whole time.
So I don't know. There's not a whole lot you can do. It's like you can't. It's like I don't know. Maybe they explained and we missed it. Like that his explosions are more just concussive, less burning, less fire. I don't know.
They like came up with this cool character that does this, and then like halfway through, like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
If he does that, that means people die and get burned.
Yeah.
We can't do that, or we don't have any characters left, so...
It's like, oh, let's adjust him. No. We can't, no. We gotta keep him exactly as he is. Let's just have people be... Everyone's immune to his blasts, I guess.
Yeah, or they just jump out of the way.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute, what do you mean they jump out of the way? Let's scoot over a little bit, and then the explosion goes right past him.
Yeah. What was it? The Deku fight where he's like, oh, if I hadn't dodged just in time. It's like,
I know. And he's
you
like,
didn't dodge that.
He's like standing there and just like arches his back a little bit.
Yeah.
As fire blasts by him. And he's like, oh, good, I made it. Like, what? No, you didn't.
And that brings into question the Aoyama-Mina fight. It's like, what exactly is Aoyama's beam?
Yeah.
Because she dodged it the whole time, but like... If it's like a legit laser being close to it, she would have gotten burned.
Yeah, she
would have felt it. Yeah.
Something.
Her clothes would have caught on. Her hair would be gone, you know? So, I don't know. And it is just a cartoon. I'm sorry. I know.
Yeah,
but I think about these things.
They gotta flush these things out, you know?
We will flush them out in Dark My Hero.
Okay.
Or we need to come up with a name for Dark My Hero because it can't be called. It can be called Dark My Hero.
It can be called.
It can't be called Dark My Hero Academia.
No, just Dark Hero.
Dark Hero. Oh, that's right. I think we did come up with that.
Dark Hero.
Dark Hero.
Or maybe it's Dark Hero Academy.
Dark Hero Academy. Yes. Yeah, it'll be 1 season long because everyone's just dead.
I mean, yeah, they can't survive. There is no season 2. Like, how do you get past that? You can't.
Yeah, no.
I fought Bakugo and lost.
Yeah.
Dead. Okay.
Dead.
Like, what?
Yeah, who is the first person that Bakugo murders? I guess it's Deku, right? In that training thing.
Yeah, or if he
Or I
doesn't
guess-
murder him, he has to severely burn him, and then
Yeah.
he goes to Recovery Girl, and he spends, like, I don't know, 2 weeks in the hospital
Yes, yeah.
recovering.
Yeah, because she can only do a little bit every day.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bakugo absolutely murders Ochaco in this fight. But of course, she just gets gets some black marks on her, and she's exhausted.
Changes
and
her-
she falls over.
Changes her jacket.
Changes her,
She's
her
like,
jacket, and she's
take
gonna
her
need a new
jacket off.
jacket. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a good fight. Her super trick doesn't work because Bakugo just goes, oh, and just either vaporize the rock or sends it all flying.
Or something.
I don't know. So in honor of that move,
Oh, shit.
we're going to do our episode special segment.
Yay!
What did I call it? Meteor Shower Challenge.
Yes.
Ochaco Meteor Shower Challenge. Or Puzzle
Shower.
Meteor Shower Challenge.
Meteor Puzzle Challenge.
All right, so I've got this Denki puzzle.
Yay! So we're gonna. I think we should have to close our eyes. And
Close
catch
our
it.
eyes? Well, he doesn't close his eyes.
Oh, he doesn't?
Yeah. And so we're just going to take 10 pieces because it would be ridiculous to do the whole puzzle.
Oh. So
Yeah,
out
no.
of 10, we have to catch the most?
You have to try see who catches the most.
Do I throw it for you and you throw it for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so that's 10.
Okay. I'm gonna throw it for
Oh,
you.
you throw it
first.
for me?
Yeah.
So ideally, you throw it up and arcing, so I'm doing this.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Ready?
Yes.
Do. Oh!
I got 3.
You lost one.
No, that counts.
Okay, that
I got
counts.
3.
All right. That counts. Oh, God. One flew in my hair.
It flew in your hair? Ugh.
Oh, God.
My Zelda hat is unbuckled, by the way, because my head is so big. Okay, now I throw it for you. I got 3. Channel your inner Bakugo.
Okay. I need my fire thingies. My explosions.
Your explosions.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go 1, 2, and then 3. Toss it.
Okay.
You did a good job. Hopefully I do the same. All right.
Hee.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, God! No.
2!
I only got 2? Damn.
I'm the better Bakugo. We have a funny line. Mineta says, I get it. He's the total sadist.
He's a total sadist.
I'm surprised Mineta even knows what that word is.
Of course he knows what that word is.
Sadist?
Yeah, he's looking up stuff online.
Oh, you're right.
You know what I
You're right.
mean?
Yeah.
He knows kinks.
He knows kinks.
Oh.
But yeah, so before the fight ends, there's an uproar in the crowd where one of the pro heroes was like, hey, like, this isn't very heroic of you. Like, you're bullying her.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And then Aizawa, and everyone's on Ochaco's side. But once again, Aizawa comes to Bakugo's defense.
Which is weird.
He's his teacher, And
I know, but he's what's-her-nuts teacher, too.
Yeah, that's true. Well, no. So, yeah, but essentially what it boils down to is everyone thinks that she's this frail girl.
Yeah, but
And
she's
he's
not.
beating up on her. And, yeah, no, Aizawa's like, hey, he's being serious, and he is going all out because he respects her and her potential power.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so y'all chill out. And he tells that guy, he says, whoever started this uproar, if you consider yourself a pro hero, like, get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here.
That was a good moment. Like, that was a good teacher moment.
It was, but it was funny to me because they decided to make that such a plot thing.
Yeah.
Like, a big deal.
Yeah, it's the second time, because the first time I was like, he's just really tenacious. Like, you need to respect his tenacity.
Yeah, he's
It's
just
like,
passionate.
Okay. And then now, he's like, he respects her. It's like, okay. So it's like
form of respect.
I
and it acknowledges her strength.
yeah. So, good teacher moment. Like, I get it. It's cool.
Yeah, and I guess that's true. Because if he didn't value her strength or respect her, he wouldn't try.
Yeah.
But he had to try.
He had to try.
So there you go.
Remember, Bakugo has a line, I think it's after the meteor shower, and he says, she's not dead yet.
Yeah, what the hell? Is she supposed to be dead? I mean,
just what an odd choice of words.
Yeah.
Like, if I was Midnight, I'd be like, whoa, hold on a second, buddy.
Calm down.
The goal isn't to kill her.
We just want to beat her up a bit.
We just want to...
That's all. Just
Midnight's like, yes, I just want to see you beat her up a little bit.
Whips and chains. And explosions that do nothing.
Gross.
It's so gross. Midnight's gross.
She's gross.
Decided Midnight's just gross.
Jokingly, I would, like, people like, who's your favorite My Hero character? I'd be like, Midnight for reasons. And people would be like, oh, I don't like Midnight.
I know.
She's gross.
She's kind of pushing it. She's pushing it a little. I mean, I thought it was kind of funny having, like, the sexy teacher, but I think it would have been better if it was, like, the unwittingly sexy teacher, where she just happens to be Midnight and happens to be sexy, but she's serious about her job and she's not hitting on, 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
That would have been better.
Yeah.
So, but you guys hate Mineta. What?
I know. This... honestly, we need to talk about this.
I know.
Why do you guys, do you not hate Midnight?
Yeah, why do they not hate
Because you guys hate Mineta with a fiery passion. And apparently we're going to find out why in season 4.
4? Oh my gosh, okay.
However, right now, I feel like Midnight has a lot of ammo for getting hated on.
Yeah.
Not that these fictional characters should receive hate. Hate is such a strong word.
No one should be hated.
It just seems odd to me that, like...
that no one else is disturbed by the fact that this teacher shows up in garter belts with whips and her chi-chis hanging out.
Yeah.
And being turned on. Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. Literally, like, that's her hero costume, the R-rated hero, whatever. But it's the fact then that she is hitting on these teenagers. Right.
And if she is the R-rated hero, why did she get hired to teach kids?
Yeah.
What's wrong with little Nezu?
Yeah. I don't know.
Anywho,
it'll all be explained in Dark My Hero.
Yes.
Or Dark Hero Academy.
Dark Hero Academy. Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't, I don't know, not a big fan. Not a big fan. But yeah, this does make me wonder, does anyone, I don't know if it's ever discussed or there's a major theory going around, I wonder what Deku's plan for Ochaco was. Because remember, he was like, I have a plan for you. And
and she was like, no, I've already done it.
Yeah.
Huh.
What was his plan going to be?
Oh, that's interesting. What do you think it would have been?
I don't know, because so he's like, basically everyone agrees that she needed to get in close, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder if it was like, you could float your jacket or your shoes even and like kind of like go at him. It's like you're low, a shoe, a jacket, and like be a whirlwind of distraction. And so he doesn't know what to explode,
Oh, yeah.
And then you can get in there and get him.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Just like float things. Yeah. Yeah. Or what else could it have been? Because I guess he didn't think of making him blow up the ground.
Because she can float herself, we've learned, right?
Yeah. She can float herself, but she gets sick. How come she doesn't get sick anymore?
Oh, she didn't get sick.
Yeah, did he...
And that was a lot of stuff to float.
That was a lot of stuff.
Well, she's been training, I guess.
I guess so. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe, is that the whole point? Is they train them to not have the fallbacks?
Denki, eventually, he doesn't go dumb Denki.
Okay. So that's the point of the school.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see. I don't know. I don't know what else he would have done. Like floating the costume, floating herself. Yeah. I would just think maybe floating herself. Maybe he's like float so high that he can't blast you. I have no idea.
Or like, I wonder if like she could go to the edge and make him come to her, and like he doesn't know that she's floated herself, and then I don't know, because I guess she can't like boom all of a sudden like shoot out to the right or something.
Yeah.
And he like whoa trips and goes out of bounds. Or I wonder if he'd be tempted to knock her out, so she's on the edge. he's tempted to knock her out, but she's floating, so he blasts her, but she just floats. She doesn't touch the ground.
Oh, weird.
And then his momentum carries him out of bounds, or
would he have somehow wanted to figure out a way that he could help her, like sneak in there somehow and I don't know, touch Bakugo and he goes flying or something?
Yeah. I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. Interesting. I wonder what Deku's plan was.
I know. I want to find out. Let's ask him.
Deku's the general. He's the general.
He's the general.
Because he has he has his notebook. He knows every hero's quirks and stuff. So he would have a good.
He probably made a map or something.
Okay, so normally I'd have a VA Shoutout
but there
segment.
was one.
I know. Once again.
There was one.
There's one I recognize, so we
Who
won't
was
do
it?
a whole segment, but there's a handful of voices, like the pro hero. I should have looked it up, but the pro hero who's like,
Boo.
You suck. I couldn't pick out his voice.
Damn.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Well, who was the one that you...
The one I did pick out is the girl with like the fuzzy bikini, and she says... You heard the guy. Yeah, you heard the guy. That was Caitlin Glass.
It was?
100%.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
She can't have a bit, too?
I'm guessing.
Not fair.
I'm guessing she recorded the previous episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then
they're
they're like, hey, can you do this one random thing in the next episode since you're not in it? And she was like, sure. So
and they'll never... What if that chick turned out to be?
They would just recast her.
Oh. Really?
I assume.
Damn.
Oh yeah, so no VA Shoutout. Sorry, everyone. I'm failing. Like the last 3, I've just failed.
That's not... No, you haven't failed.
I'm
Come
a
on.
failure.
You got Caitlin Glass as the rando character. I think it's so funny how they just have like these... They decide to all of a sudden just like give these cameos a moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what? Why don't you just go like, watermelons and melons like everyone else in the background?
Well, no, they have to have some featured lines.
They do?
Like they can't all be...
Pink
like
pajamas,
named people
and
yeah. So what was that?
Pink
Lion King?
Yeah, pink pajamas, penguins on the bottom. Pink pajamas, penguins on the bottom.
As we arrive on the planet.
Stepped into
Oh my
the
God! Have you ever
sun.
seen the live action? Not the live action Lion King, but the sequel. It's called Mufasa.
No. Mufasa?
My
Is
kids
it bad?
love it. It's like his origin story or something. It's so bad.
Really?
Yes. And
Mufasa's origin. I don't like any spin-offs ever.
It's nor do I. But it's just so it's just milking the cow.
Just milk it.
And there's this. Everyone has British accents for some reason.
What?
And there's the young Scar.
Young Scar has a
Young
British
Scar
accent?
has a British accent. It's the most annoying British accent I've ever heard.
Is
in
it
my
a
life.
British accent or is it South African? Because they kind of sound the same.
It's probably South African, I guess.
Because that would be the only thing that would...
But like, so they sing a song and they're like, and that's my girl's favorite song. It's like it's about their brother. He's like, "You're my brother." He says, "Brother," and they hit that note just like that, like 8,000 times in the song. You're my brother, brother, brother. Imagine that, brother, over and over again. I'm just like, God. So I'm driving, trying not to just crash into a wall.
Yeah, I hate it.
It's the worst.
It's already hurting my ears.
I hate it. It's terrible. Except up a couple octaves because he's a little kid.
Oh no.
So just yes.
Ew.
Oh God. It's so bad.
That is really bad.
It's terrible.
And it's Mufasa?
Yeah, it's called Mufasa.
Why did they do that?
I don't know.
Like, what?
I don't know. Speaking of bad, Denki has an awesome moment in this episode where Bakugo comes back and Denki's like, bro, like, I can't believe you went all out on the girl. Like, I let my girl win.
Oh, yeah. So,
great.
he just totally let her win.
Yeah, totally let her win.
He didn't even try.
And who takes him to task? Jiro, I think, is like, dude, it was Froppy.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Like, dude, she totally destroyed you.
She
Can't you
beat
just
your
let me
ass.
have this?
That was cute. I like that moment.
It was a good moment. Because Denki's, he's chill. He's chill.
He is chill.
Speaking of chill, or the opposite of chill, so for those who don't remember, so Kirishima and Tetsu, their match from round 1 ended in a draw.
So then they had this tiebreaker.
So they have this tiebreaker arm wrestling match. And you can see him gripping the stone, and they're just like, "Ugh." And I guess Tetsu's power relies on how much iron he eats, because you see him crack, and he loses, and he says, iron deficiency.
Isn't
Should
that...
have had more iron.
That's because isn't iron in stone? And if he had eaten more iron, he would be stronger.
I don't know.
Because it makes up stones.
So is that just...
I don't know.
Was that just a on-theme way of him being like, I didn't have a good enough breakfast? Or, like, literally his quirk relies on, like, him ingesting metals?
I think it was... I didn't have a good breakfast, and they were trying to be quirky and funny. But, like, I didn't eat any iron. I'm made of stone.
That's what I'm hoping.
I mean, I could be wrong. I hope that, too.
But yeah,
for their sake.
This, unfortunately, leads to a gross midnight moment where she's like, so chivalrous.
So fucking gross, bitch. They're fucking 14.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Because Tetsu loses, and then Kirishima's like, put up a good fight, bro. And he's like, thanks.
And she's, like, turned on wants to all of a sudden date them. So gross.
I do like the bromance. I don't know if Kirishima and Tetsu becomes a thing. Because after this, like, kind of, we don't see 1B. I think we don't see 1B for a while. But, which I think is tragic because I do like Kirishima and Tetsu together.
I know, they're cute.
Think it's fun.
The rock guys.
The rock guys. Okay, and then before we talk about Ochaco going to the back and the conversation with her dad.
Talking to her daddy on the phone.
Let's do Patreon Q's and A's.
Q's and A's.
All right, I'll go first. I got one from Mr. Craig Draz.
Craig
Draz. Whose wild hairstyle would you steal for your own?
Oh. Whose wild hairstyle of these creatures?
Yeah, these creatures.
I have to look it up, but I'm almost confident of it. But I don't want to speak too soon. I believe, I think Momo. Even though she's gross, I am kind of digging this like cool ponytail.
Okay.
Situation.
Not Mei Hatsume and her thick pink curls.
No, because I can only imagine like in real life that looks very Shirley Temple, and that would not look cute on me.
Very Shirley Temple.
Know what I mean, Jelly Bean, or that Aunt Pity from Gone with the Wind. My smelling salts.
Oh, yeah.
With a little blonde curl.
She's always on the verge of fainting.
My smelling salts. Yeah. Because look how cute she is. There's a little picture of Momo. Mm-hmm. I wish she wasn't gross, because I feel like she's cute.
Yeah.
Whose would yours be?
Let's see, who has the most hair? I just want to lay hair. So, Aizawa, his 70s rocker hair.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, that'd be sweet. I used to have long hair. I miss it.
You used to have long hair?
Mm-hmm. Really long hair.
Oh, damn.
I do like Ibarra's Vine hair. I'd want the Vine hair.
I could see you with Vine hair.
That'd be cool. I'd basically just be green dreads, I guess.
You would have green. I think you would look cool with green dreads.
Man, I really, for a minute, I really wanted dreadlocks in high school, but...
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was. I heard those like make your head itch though.
Probably. I think if you do it legit, which is basically you just don't wash your hair.
You can't wash your hair because you'll wash the dreads out, and your hair starts to like grow into a dread.
Yeah.
Which is weird. I think Midnight has cool hair too.
Midnight?
Yeah, it's just cool hair.
Would definitely not want All Might's hair. His hair is pretty stupid.
Oh my gosh, that'd be funny.
Kirishima's like spikes. It's not my style. But it's pretty cool. It's close to my style. My true style is my mohawk. That is my...
Your mohawk?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you have a mohawk?
I used to.
When did you have a mohawk?
You don't remember? 2008 Funimation?
No, I don't remember you having a mohawk.
You don't?
I remember you having... For some reason, I thought you had like ear gauges. Whoa!
You haven't seen that?
No! Kyla just whipped out a driver's license with a mohawk, an orange one.
Yeah. Well, it was initially red. Honestly, it was like the color of Kirishima's hair. And then the more I watched it, it faded. Yeah, it was my mohawk. Yeah.
What?
In my heart of hearts, I'm a mohawk guy.
Why do you have a mohawk?
Because I'm a punk rocker, Leah.
As he says in your dad-ass shirt.
Hey, I'm still a punk rocker in my heart.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. What about Deku's hair?
No, that's stupid.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah, I'd say probably that. I can't think of any of the other hairstyles. I'm kind of looking them up, but definitely not best jeanist.
Best jeanist.
Oh, God, definitely not shoji. That's like some emo shit.
What about Todoroki? It's like basically like bowl hair.
Yeah,
like a bowl cut.
Yeah, nah, bro. Nah, that ain't me. I like President Mike, whoosh, the super tall,
yeah.
you know, that's cool. Although driving, can you imagine driving? So that was the downside of a mohawk. I had to drive like this.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't.
You like, it's stuck straight up? Did you have to like hairspray it every day?
I would do this special glue, like, so I'd lay it down.
Oh
glue,
my gosh.
Let it sit.
Glue?
Spray, hairspray. It was like hair glue. It wasn't like Elmer's glue.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had this like piece of cardboard I'd bring out and put on my bed.
Oh.
And I'd fan it out, or I'd put the glue in and fan it out, and then spray, let it sit for a minute.
What?
It was the balancing act. If I couldn't let it dry forever, because then it would like stick to the cardboard.
Yeah.
But I couldn't pull it off too early because it wouldn't dry enough and it would droop. So you kind of like pull it up. Okay, cool. And then hairspray the other side.
Oh, wow. And then it would stick straight. How tall was it?
Well, I'm 6'3".
Oh, damn.
And it was like, I feel like it was like this tall.
What?
Yeah.
Just a giant mohawk.
Mm-hmm.
You just wanted to be like a macaw or something.
Macaw!
That's amazing. I never would have thought.
Yeah.
All right, Jacqueline wants to...
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, we don't...
No, yeah, I'm done.
So Jacqueline says, 80s rock or modern rock? And by modern, she means today's rock.
Hang on. I don't think this is Jacqueline. I think this is Lexi.
Oh.
Let me double check. I think I forgot.
Uh-oh.
I wrote the wrong name down.
Uh-oh.
No offense to Jackie at all, but this feels like a Lexi question.
Oh.
Lexi Richter. I think she frequents your streams as well.
She does. Lexi Richter on the Richter scale.
Lexi Richter.
Richter.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I keep saying her name wrong. It's Richter.
Richter.
No, it's Richter.
No, it's not. It's Richter.
It's Richter.
No, it's not.
She told me.
She told me it's Richter.
No, it's Richter.
No, it's not.
It's
I
Richter.
see you. It's Richter. It is not.
It's Richter. Trust me.
No, I met her in person and she was like, it's Richter, like the Richter scale. Like,
okay, it was Lexi, yeah.
Okay, Lexi wants to know, 80s rock or modern rock? And by modern, I mean today's rock.
That's a trick question.
Oh.
Rock and roll died in the year 2000, so anything after the year 2000 is not rock and roll.
Oh, snap. I guess I don't know what rock and roll is.
Yeah, so 80s rock by default.
Really?
Yes.
Well, then why did she say...
Today's rock?
What
Modern
is she talking about then, modern, today's rock?
I'm just being a snob.
Oh.
Like, think of any rock and roll band that's, like, out today.
A rock and roll band? I don't even know what rock and roll is. Is that like Aerosmith and whatnots?
Yes. Okay. Yes. So, like, modern rock, I mean, there's, like, you know, independent bands and, like, small bands, but, like, rock as a popular art form is very dead. So, it's tragic, but, yeah, no. So, 80s rock.
80s rock. 80s
Speaking
rock.
of punk rock, because, yeah, I mean, rock and roll used to be, you know, in the 60s, it was all anti-Vietnam War.
Yeah.
You know, in the 70s, it was kind of the more experimental arena rock stuff, and then punk rock came about. 80s was hair metal and just metal in general.
Yeah.
90s was grunge, and then post-grunge alternative.
Grunge. Oh, like Courtney Love. I liked Hole.
That is your example of a grunge band?
Isn't
is
it?
Courtney Love?
Courtney Love and her Hole band. Hole band. The Hole. That's grunge rock, right? And Nirvana?
Leah, we can't be friends anymore.
Are you serious? No, that's what they are.
Yeah, Nirvana. Okay.
Nirvana and Courtney.
Oh, my God.
They're grungy.
Your go-to for grunge is Hole. I don't dislike Hole.
I love Hole.
But, like, oh, my God. That's, like, I can't even think of a, oh, my God.
What? They're grunge. I mean, I guess I didn't know what grunge is. I thought grunge was, like, a style of clothes.
No. Yeah, Hole. Okay. Nirvana, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, Green River, Mudhoney.
Yeah, and Hole. they fit.
Pearl Jam. That's all grunge.
yeah, Hole is in there. Like it sounds like Pearl Jam.
Let me think of an example.
I mean, they're grunge band, right?
That'd be like, okay, no. That'd be like, you don't know video games.
No.
Okay, you know musicals. Okay, that'd be like.
You don't know musicals.
No, you do though. But you'd be like, that. What's your favorite musical?
My favorite musical?
No.
Oh.
That'd be like, so. Are you asking me what my favorite musical is? And I'm like, oh, my favorite musical is Cats. Like, technically, yes, it's a musical.
It is a musical. It's just a horrible musical.
I know, of all the musicals to pick, I would pick. That's what it felt like to me just now.
So it was like too trendy. Like everybody knows Hole.
No, the opposite.
That's what Cats is. Everybody knows what Cats is.
Well, yeah, sure.
But it's horrible.
But it's not your go-to example of a musical. Like, be like, what's your favorite musical? Oh, Wicked.
Well,
or
if you're 80,
Book
it
of
probably
Mormon.
is. Book
Cats?
of Mormon. Yeah, Cats is gross. Book of Mormon is like
so you
trendy.
You saying your go-to when you think of grunge, the fact that you think of Hole, that's just like, it's not incorrect, but it's wrong.
Oh, shit. I thought it was... What about Garbage?
Garbage is not post-grunge alternative.
Oh, I like Garbage.
Garbage is good.
What about... Okay, that's all I know. Okay, so, the question... I like the 80s. Yeah. I like Cyndi Lauper. I mean, I guess she's not rock, though.
No.
I don't know. I don't think I ever listened to rock. I always listened
rock
to pop.
Is like Van Halen. Aerosmith.
I liked Aerosmith. Yeah. That was about it.
Twisted Sister.
What about Still Rock and Roll to Me? What is that song? It's Billy Joel.
Is it Billy Joel?
Yeah.
Billy Joel's rock, but he spans decades. Like,
I love him.
You can't really pin him down. He's like Elton John, you know.
I love him too. I love those guys. I love good songwriters, and they're really good songwriters.
Yeah, I know. We don't have them anymore.
We do.
Like who?
Billie Eilish is a good
William Eyelash?
Billie Eilish is a good songwriter. Lizzo, before she got canceled, was a really good songwriter.
What are some good modern rock bands? Okay, Queens of the Stone Age. Sure.
Haven't heard of that.
Oh, Chris Wakamp really likes this band called King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards.
I've never heard of that. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards?
Yeah.
That's a
I do
real
like
band?
the Parquet Courts. One of my favorite songs. I'm going to get some of their lyrics tattooed right here.
What? Really?
Yeah. It's those who find discomfort in your goals of liberation will be issued no apology.
Oh, snap.
But yeah. Oh, yeah, I really like the Parquet Courts. A lot of these I don't know.
What about Acid Bath?
I've heard of Acid Bath, but I don't know.
It's Bridget's favorite band. I don't know who.
Acid Bath.
She played it once. It was good. But, yeah. What about Dresden Dolls?
That's old.
Yeah. Talking about old stuff.
Oh, I was talking about new.
Oh, new. Modern. Well, I don't know what modern would be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Journey. Oh, yeah.
Journey.
Foreigner.
Those
Boston.
are new?
No, 80s.
Oh.
Dire Straits. 80s rock is so much better than modern rock.
Yeah, I have to agree. I like 80s. I don't...
AC/DC? Although I prefer 70s AC/DC.
I don't think I ever liked AC/DC.
Did you ever listen to them before Back in Black?
Probably. I mean, my stepdad probably played it.
You know, Highway to Hell?
Yeah.
TNT?
Yeah.
Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are all right. Those are stripper songs, but yeah, they're all right. What? They all dance to those.
In my opinion, the greatest frontman in all of rock and roll is Bon Scott. He was the lead singer of AC/DC before he died.
Oh.
He died, and then Brian Johnson took over, and that's Back in Black!
Oh,
I hit the
shit.
set! And Brian Johnson's fine, but yeah, Bon Scott, man, he just embodied rock and roll for me. He's had that swagger and that...
Oh, God.
I like the rock and roll, so I love punk rock. So, like, on the way home, listen to Reagan Youth.
Reagan Youth? Okay.
Reagan Youth is one of my favorite bands ever. They're an anti-Ronald Reagan concept band.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
And so Reagan Youth, like Hitler Youth.
Yes.
But it's Reagan Youth.
Oh, wow.
So they're in the Reagan Youth, and so all their songs are satire about how awful Ronald Reagan is.
Oh, my gosh. I thought he was supposed to be, like, a good guy.
Ronald Reagan?
Yeah. Is he not?
We don't have enough time in the world to talk about Ronald Reagan.
I don't know. It's too... What?
Literally, all the... We don't need to talk about this.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah, no, he's bad.
He's a bad guy.
Yes.
I've only heard good things, but I'll have to look it up. I'll do my search.
Literally all the income inequality and systematic oppression that we're dealing with today is because of Ronald Reagan.
Really?
Yes.
I heard that he did good things for that, made it so it's not that way.
Nope. You know, trickle down economics?
Yeah.
That's Ronald Reagan.
Oh shit. Really?
Yes.
Oh.
More specifically, it's his Milton Friedman, his economic advisor, created trickle down economics. But
really?
Yeah, Reagan, of course,
Damn.
championed it. And we all know that trickle down economics does not work.
Sure don't.
And literally ruined the economy for future generations.
It still sucks.
Anyway, sorry. If you love Ronald Reagan, you're listening. Sorry.
They don't. They don't love him.
Just teach their own. Teach their own.
TTY.
Anyway, thanks for the questions. We almost just turned this into a completely different podcast.
Everything's weird.
Everything's weird. No, it's fine. But yeah, if you want to ask us a question and make us go on some crazy tangent, make sure you join the Patreon, patreon.com/KPF Productions. And you get the videos normally early and uncensored and all that stuff, and you get to watch the pre-watch that we always talk about. And maybe we'll pick a question that you ask and bring it up on the
maybe
old podcast. But anyway, back to the show. Ochaco goes back there. Deku goes to go check on her, assuming she's going to be hurt and just a mess. And she's like, oh, hey, yeah, I lost. Bummer,
And it's all
just
good.
being her Ochaco self. Obviously, a little bit of she was healed but by Recovery Girl, but, a little bit of a front for her friends. And then they leave. And in the middle of it, she had gotten a phone call, which... Again, the little attention to details that I like in the show.
Flip phone?
No, well, yeah, the flip phone. But no, she gets a call in the middle of talking to Deku, and she's like, and then calls it back.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Instead of just answering it.
Because that's how real life would be.
Yeah.
Like, you're watching, your parent you're watching, just saw her, oh, she's going to be upset, I need to call her and talk to her. She doesn't answer, no big deal, she's busy. But then she calls back, just a little sprinkle
tiny
of detail that I enjoy that stuff. But yeah, a real tear-jerker moment. Her dad's cheering her up, being a good dad. And I mentioned this in the pre-watch.
It's really sweet.
It is very sweet, but yeah, and she's like, I just want to help you guys out, and she's crying, and it's a very sweet moment. He gives her some advice.
He's like, it's okay.
She's all good.
You can help us later. What?
Yeah. But I had the question of, at what point is Ochaco's motivation a little insulting to her parents?
Yes.
You guys are just so poor. I want to help you out.
My childhood was awful, and I want to get you out of that. Firsthand.
I never got to eat Pop-Tarts with frosting on it. It was always the unfrosted Pop-Tarts.
The generic brand.
So yeah, at some point I'm like, all right, sweetie, you can just get a better motivation. But no, it's
or they would get mad, like, listen, how we lived wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
You turned out all right.
It was very sweet, very sweet, very heartfelt moment. Obviously, that's part of why Lucy likes the episode. And she comes back to the stands and her eyes are all messed up. Another attention to detail.
I know, I love
crying.
that. I've never seen an anime character be affected by their crying.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was cool.
And then, Deku is on his way out from that area, and he gets stopped by Endeavor.
Oh, yeah.
And so, okay, so Endeavor's talking to Deku. Did you have any thoughts? Maybe this is I don't know. But any thoughts about this situation? Endeavor talking to Deku alone.
I thought it was a little much. I don't know. I thought it was a little out of bounds for the Endeavor.
Why was it out of bounds for Endeavor?
Because I feel like they don't know each other well enough to have those kind of deep conversations. But then I also felt like it was kind of, I don't know, it seemed very heartfelt for Deku to retort that way. Wow, I didn't know you like Todoroki that much. I didn't know y'all were that close. Shit.
Yeah.
Because he was sticking up for him.
He was. And that's very, Deku's been kind of a nervous guy to stand up to the number 2 pro hero in the world. Well, now
Todoroki
secretly, Endeavor's technically only known to All Might and Deku, the number 1 hero.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they were to fight right now, Endeavor and All Might, Endeavor would win because All Might's weakened. So I think Endeavor's technically number 1. Anyway, my problem with this is, why is this adult allowed backstage with a minor?
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
For an extended period of time.
That's true. Maybe I don't know. If they knew it was Todoroki's dad, so it's fine.
I don't know. I was like,
Yeah, it is a little shady.
I don't like that. But yeah, they have that conversation where he's just like, I need you to do your best so that it forces Todoroki to use his full power.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know you that well.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I was going to try my best.
Could you imagine that? Like, if you're like an acquaintance with somebody and then all of a sudden their parents come up to you and like start lecturing you. Like, telling you what you need to do with your quirk.
You definitely tell your parent, like, hey, Todoroki's dad, like, got real weird, like, got really lectury with me out of nowhere. And you'd be like, oh, you're not allowed to stay the night at his house anymore. Yeah,
or just like call up Endeavor and be like, don't ever talk to my son like that ever again.
Yeah,
no, you stay away.
Yeah, just next time you want to have a conversation with my child, please make sure I am present.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Don't tell him how to use his quirk.
However, taking a step back, Endeavor, despite all that, was respectful. Whatever. He went up a little bit in my book. You know, it was a whatever.
Who?
Endeavor.
Deku?
Endeavor.
Oh, Endeavor.
Yeah.
He went up in your book?
Just a little bit.
Okay.
You know, because it was creepy. Like, why? But obviously his intentions were just to make sure Deku tried his best,
so that Todoroki
would try his best.
Yeah. But
maybe neutral.
Is it like an ego thing though? Because
100%.
Yeah, so that's kind of rude. Like, what if Todoroki should be allowed to not use that part of his quirk if he doesn't want to? And natural consequences. If he doesn't use it and he gets burned, well, there you go.
There you go.
Maybe you should use it. Get over yourself. But I don't think the dad should be forcing him to use 100%. It because it's like, I feel rejected by my son.
Yeah.
So, 100%. I don't know.
No, I'm with you. I changed my mind. He went
okay,
down.
Good.
We have a quick cutaway, and we see Shigaraki in his gamer room. And
Shigaraki.
All for One, who... We hear him, and I want to say, I might be remembering it wrong, but I don't think there was like a through the TV filter. Was he in the room with him?
Oh.
Which I guess isn't a big deal, but we've only ever heard him over the monitor.
Like over the TV, yeah. Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that.
But again, I don't like it. He used his full name. How are you going to deal with them, Tomura Shigaraki? Like,
let's fill
just
out
call me
these
Tomy.
space.
Like,
Tomes.
what's the deal?
Tomes. Tomura Shigaraki. Is that like a character choice, or is that flat filler?
Well, no.
Time filler.
I think it might. Maybe it's a time filler, or maybe it's a villain thing, because All for One calls him Tomura Shigaraki, and then Portal Guy called him Tomura Shigaraki as well.
He did?
Yeah, the season finale of season 1. He said, "We need to get out of here, Tomura Shigaraki."
I hate that.
Yeah,
it's weird.
It's weird. I don't like it. I don't know why they do.
I mean, I don't mind it with the All for One. It seems like I'm all knowing and I
don't like it at all.
But for Portals to do it.
For Portals.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
Whatever you say, Leah Clark.
All right, Kyle Phillips. Chris George.
So weird.
I don't know. There's some people that are double namers, though. Maybe they feel like he's a double namer. Like Chris George is a double namer.
Yeah, well, because there's so many Chris's. Not a lot of Tomuras running around.
That's true. Maybe there are in Japan.
Tomura
Shigaraki.
But, Shigaraki says something to the effect of, like, I don't need to worry about them. I don't need to worry about a couple of kids.
Yeah, it's like, bitch, you're a kid.
Yeah, you're 19 or something. You're a kid, dude.
Maybe it's that, like older teenager attitude of, like, I'm so much older. Yeah. You guys are all kids.
I don't know if you are the same, but in my eyes, you're a kid until you're 25.
Oh, wow. No. I thought you were a kid until you're 20.
20, okay.
Yeah.
Not even 21?
I guess 21. I feel like we need to decide, though, just like as a country, when are you an adult? Like, are you an adult when you're 18 or are you an adult when you're 21?
Should be 25.
25 is actually, I mean, that's when, your amygdala is fully developed and you now have the ability to discern between right and wrong.
Yeah.
So.
I do remember that moment. I was like, oh, my brain is fully developed.
Yeah,
I remember
me too.
That. It's like, here we go.
Yeah, 25. You're like,
25.
That's true.
I'm an adult now.
I agree. whatever it is, it should all just be one. Like, if we're an adult when we're 25 and adult things are alcohol and porn and casinos and car rentals, then that's what we do. We only do those things when we're fully adult at 25. Or we can do all those things at 18. Whatever it is, let's just pick one. I think it's silly.
I agree.
To have, like, you're half an adult here, but you're not an adult yet for these things.
Yeah.
Like, you can drink when you're 21, but you can't drive a car. You can't rent a car until you're 25. Like, what?
No, I feel you. I'm right there with you.
Thanks.
And then to wrap up the ep, for me, I have a minor gripe. This is me as a director or a viewer or whatever. Mm-hmm. So we're looking at Todoroki and Deku. Todoroki is looking at Deku, right?
Yes.
Left to right.
Wait, when?
At the end, and it's like, all right, we've got these two, and
yeah.
Mike's doing his thing, and he says, all right, get ready for Midoriya versus Todoroki.
Oh.
I hate that. It's
like
such a pet peeve. Should have been Todoroki versus Midoriya.
That's true.
I don't know why.
I've never thought of that, but yeah, that makes total sense.
I don't know.
Because we read from left to right, so...
Is that what that is? It just in the script, it just listed Deku's name first, because that was the order, and so that's just the order they went with? I'm just saying, like, your perspective makes more sense, because if we're viewing things left to right, it would make sense to hear the audio of who we're viewing first. It's an incredibly minor thing, but it's always been a pet peeve of mine. I always would write or direct or whatever. It's like, okay, if something is in an order on the screen and we're like listing things, I want to list it in that order as we see it.
That makes sense. I like that.
Thank you. That's just my little pet peeve.
Well, and it's helpful if somebody's forgotten their names, for example.
That's right. That's
like,
right.
oh, okay, that's that and that, because otherwise they'd be confused maybe.
That's right.
So that's just assuming a lot of the viewer.
That's right. And unless you have something else to say about the ep, that is the ep, and we'll move into our last segment.
That's it.
All right, we're going to move into fun facts and whatnots for Hanta Sero.
For the tape man.
We see him in the ep, so it makes sense.
Yeah. So we should do something about him.
That's right. Here we go. Let's do it.
No one else is.
That's right.
He just shows up here and there and says things, and he's got tape.
He's got creepy elbows.
He does.
So this is a quick thing. He's born in Tokyo. That's
cool.
A huge city, and so it's like Tokyo's known for a whole bunch of stuff. So maybe he is a cultured man or a cultured kid because he's grew up in a major city. So that's cool. Maybe that's why he's so liked. I was like the ultra analysis stats. Out of 6, all these are. Power, 2 out of 6. Not good.
Wow.
Speed, 5 out of 6. And we saw his speed in his fight against Todoroki. Technique, he has to have a 5 out of 6, because he's got to do tape stuff.
Because he's tape.
His wits, 4 out of 6. Pretty
That's
above
all right.
average smart. And his out of 6 is a 5 out of 6, not a 6 out of 6. Fashion forward.
Fashion forward? What?
I don't know.
So he dresses well? Is that what we're saying?
I guess.
What the fuck?
I don't know. It's
right.
Quite random.
That is.
Yeah.
Hirikoshi said that Sero is the kind of character he really enjoys drawing because of the expressive face and unique build.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Especially his long limbs and tape elbows.
Yes.
It gives him visual variety in action scenes.
Yes.
He's also said that in a fan Q&A that Sero is one of the most underrated students in terms of potential, particularly for rescue and support missions.
Oh, okay, yeah, for sure.
Huh. And then I guess going back to his, Dark My Hero dreams, it said that his original concept sketches were much weirder.
Ooh.
With more mechanical arms and grim facial expressions, closer to a horror design.
Ooh.
But Hirikoshi revised him to be more approachable and funny. But he originally wanted him to be creepy.
I like it.
Yeah.
Hanta, it's weird to call him Hanta. I'm going to call him
Hanta.
Sero's favorite foods are oranges, soy products, and anything else he might find healthy. He's a
That's
healthy guy.
so random. It's very Stardew Valley of him.
It is.
He loves oranges.
It is.
Give it to him on his birthday.
That's right. Cero's abilities resemble those of Spider-Man. Cero's tape being used for similar purposes, such as swinging through buildings and restraining enemies. This is acknowledged in the official character guide, stating that Cero has a deep admiration for someone that fits Spider-Man's description.
Oh.
Kamui Woods also shares a lot of similarities with Spider-Man. And in fact, if you were to go and meet Aaron Roberts, who voices him...
He loves Spider-Man.
He loves Spider-Man, and he has a big poster print that's Kamui Woods modeled after the first edition of Spider-Man.
Oh, wow, that's
it's a cool. Print. So I was like, man, I wonder if Horikoshi likes Spider-Man, because I wonder if there's another character like this. In an interview, Horikoshi, creator of My Hero, has repeatedly stated that his favorite Marvel hero is Spider-Man. Oh. He even cited Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movie from 2002 as the moment he became interested in American superhero comics.
Wow.
So I feel like we can draw a direct line from Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man to My Hero Academia.
That's cool.
Isn't that fun?
So yeah, he was inspired by that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
The costume for him for maximum tape flow was really monitored by I guess Horikoshi to make sure that the tape physics made sense in the movement.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, you got to think about that stuff.
He says he even has exhaust vents in his elbows to prevent overuse from causing overheating.
And it would like melt or get sticky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Details only appear in the guidebook or close analysis of his design sheets.
Huh.
That's interesting.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Popularity poll. Sadly, as cool as Cero is, that doesn't really do too well in the popularity polls. So this is 1 through 9, I think. 9. 27th, 18th, 18th, 33rd.
What?
26, 29, 19. His highest 14, and then the most recent one 20.
Does he have a pop?
He does.
Tape Man.
I think he does, actually.
He does.
Maybe he
I wonder
does.
who buys it.
But shout out to Deary Bree in my Twitch community, Deary, and Discord community. Deary loves Cero.
What?
Yeah, she even made like Cero plushes that
really?
she sells. Yeah.
Loves Cero.
Loves Cero. Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And the last thing I have is his Japanese voice actor Kiyotaka Furushima shares roles with Anthony Bowling in J-Osei. You remember that show, J-Osei?
Oh my god, I've heard of that, yes.
Sean Michael Teague was the lead in that. You remember Sean?
Wow,
yes. A long
that's
time ago.
forevs ago.
Yeah, Anthony Bowling, straight up, he could have very similar voice to Bevins. Like, he could have been...
Yeah, I could see that. Definitely does.
Cero. This dude, I guess, is actually known for Pokemon. He does a crazy amount of Pokemon characters.
Really?
Yeah, I just was like a bunch of different Pokemon, different like trainers and like he's all over Pokemon. So I was like, I don't know who I would even put down. Blake Shepard shares a role with Blake Shepard in a show called Venus versus Virus, which was done down in Houston. And shares a role. Now, Blake Shepard, I don't think really has that same like kind of really specific texture that like Anthony or Bevins has, but he shares a role with Chris Kaysen in Corpse Princess. Yeah.
No way. That's cool.
Yeah, so I could see Kaysen and Anthony both also being good for Cero.
Yeah.
Or as in they're very similar sounding to Bevins.
Yeah.
But
I can see that too.
But yeah, that's what I got.
Yay, that's all I got too.
There's Hanta Cero.
Hanta Cero.
All right, y'all. That is the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. It was a good one. Bakugo versus Uraraka. And it sets up, the episode ends setting up for Todoroki versus Midoriya.
Hell yeah.
This will be a good one. I thought Ochaco and Bakugo would be the whole ep.
Yeah,
but
me too.
I really do think the whole next ep is going to be Deku and Todoroki.
Yeah, because Todoroki needs time to brood about it and like stress about whether or not he's going to use his fire quirk or not. And oh, my dad sucks.
Okay, do you think he's going to use his fire quirk?
I think
the fire side.
I feel like it would be a good idea plot-wise if he did towards the end, but who knows? He's kind of a wiener about it.
He's kind of a wiener. I feel like he has to. I think the obvious thing that's going to happen is Todoroki's going to be stepping up, like, obvious first advantage, but then Deku's figuring stuff out. Looks like Deku's going to win. so then Todoroki's conflict is like, okay, he's about to beat me.
Yeah.
So how much do I want to win?
Oh shoot, yeah.
And so I think he's gonna want to win, and he's gonna
have
use his fire.
He's gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
He has to.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. Let's make him do it. Yay!
I'm excited too.
And if it doesn't happen, then boo.
Yeah, it's all right. All right, well, there you go, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. Remember, if you are listening to this, on Spotify, TuneIn, Apple, all those places, you can watch it on YouTube, youtube.com/@sparkandchaos. And if you want to watch it early and uncensored and watch other things like the pre-watch, which is exclusive only to the Patreon, patreon.com/KPF Productions. Go in there and check it out. Where can the good people see you on social media and in person?
Leah Clark VA at Instagram and the Twitches. And in person, you can see me this weekend at NostalgiaCon Anaheim.
Ooh.
Woot!
Woo!
And then later in this month, you can see me at Indie PopCon. June 27th through the 29th.
Nice.
Yeah.
You can find me, Kyle Phillips Fun, everywhere, primarily Instagram, but also on TikTok and places like Twitch, where I stream 3 nights a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sunday nights, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Tomorrow, I am not streaming technically. I'm going to try and do a thing where I can automate a video being put up while I'm gone.
Oh, wow.
Not sure. I'm sadly not going to be streaming this Sunday because I will be flying out for Phoenix Fan Fusion.
Woot!
I'm very excited for that one. If you're in the Arizona area, come out and say hi. Next weekend is Father's Day, so I am staying home for once. The past 3 years, I've been busy on Father's Day out to the front. Weekend after that, I'll be in Washington State for Washington State SummerCon in the kind of Seattle area, I think Tacoma technically. And then to wrap up June, I'll be in New Mexico for Duke City Con.
You got a lot of stuff going on, mister.
I do. And then first weekend in July, big 4-day one, Fan Expo Denver, first convention I've ever done in Colorado.
Wow, really? Oh my God, that's going to be so fun.
Got a busy few weeks up ahead, so come out and say hi.
Do it.
All right. Oh, and actually, I don't know, since we're talking about it, and just remember, you can just come up and say hi. There's been some shenanigans. Some people think you have to come up and buy something or buy whatever. Just come up and say hi.
Come say hello.
No big deal. But yeah, anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and we'll see you next week for Todoroki versus Midoriya.
Woot!
All right, Spark.
And Chaos.
Ouch.
A journey of